right. So this story time is going to be about the time where my horrible neighbor at the time, not mine, but like my family's neighbor, almost ran me over with his car. So back when, okay, so when I was younger, I used to hang out with my second oldest brother a lot, DeAndre. We used to do everything together. When we had all of our game systems, we would play all of our game systems together. When he would go outside with his friends, I would go outside with them. So it was like me plus them. It was a cool thing. And we were bad. We weren't like bad kids, but to this neighbor, we were just like ignorant. I want to say that. We were ignorant. So this is right around the time of Christmas. I want to say this is right around the time of Christmas, like getting ready for Christmas. So like people are putting up the decorations and stuff. So how our apartment building was, this was our apartment. This was like the other apartment before us. They were upstairs, and then this is someone else. So they were up here, we were right here. So it started out with us. At that time, my friend, who used to be my brother's ex, we won't get into that, she lived there, but then they moved. Once they moved, the neighbor came in, and it was a family of three. It was a dude, a woman, and their daughter. And we didn't like start out ignorant from the gate. We was just like being bad kids, running around the apartment complex, not knowing that we were being bad. So like it started out with us sitting on their stairs, but we were like sitting on their stairs, we were being really loud. So the wife or whatever she was at the time, she came out and she was like, "You guys are really loud. I have a daughter. Can you at least like go move somewhere else or something?" And at that time, we were like, "Okay, we'll do it." We were like, "Okay, but we're gonna talk shit while we do it." So we're like, "Okay, bitch, whatever, like whatever." We're like that. So we walk away, and then she tells the husband, and then it wasn't like back to back. It was like the next 2 days, I want to say, we were back there. And it's not at nighttime, we're just sitting there. And the husband comes out, he's like, "You guys get off my get off my steps. I'm gonna get them, the front office people, get off my steps. Making this big old deal. So we were like, okay, you yelling at us, it's the middle of the day, calm it down. We're just literally sitting here. At this point, we were just sitting there, we weren't making noise, it's the middle of the day. We're not doing nothing, just chilling, figuring out what we're gonna do while we're outside. Literally, that's it. So he does that whole trip. So like, you know what, we're gonna get you, we didn't say this to him, so we're like, we're gonna move, we're gonna leave. We left, and then it's like the dead of night, right before, don't you know how it's like, how back in the day it was like before the street lights come on, go in the house? That's how we were back then. So but we didn't go by the street lights, we went by like the lights under like the shed thing for like the cars. That's how our mama was back then. She from the country. So it's like getting to that point, it's getting to that time of night. And I'm like, what are we doing? What are we gonna do? So then my brother's friend at the time, he was like, you know what, we're gonna get them back. He yelled at us and stuff like that. So they had their lights wrapped around their rail of their stairs. And my friend, I'm gonna say my friend because we were all hanging out, we were cool. So me and my brother's friend, he rips the connecting piece that was plugged up to make the lights light up. So he rips it, and back then I was slow. I was a slow runner. So like anytime we was doing something like that, since like when we was playing Ding Dong Ditch, when we was doing something of that nature, I would always be in the front because I got to be first one to go. Because at that time I was a slow runner, and then you know how when you running with your little brother or sister, and they're like, "Wait for me!" Like that's how I was. So I always had to start in the front. So we ripped the thing, his light connecting the lights thing. We ripped that off and threw it. He came outside. He knew who it was. He know it. Okay, we knew we did it, but we were like, how you know it was us? Like, we weren't even in your area or nothing like that. So we was kind of like, we were lying. So he calls the apartment complex security, and they go they know who me and DeAndre, the security know who me and DeAndre were because, I don't know, I think because he always knew we was outside, so he knew who we were and what apartment we lived in. So he didn't even come to us first. He went to our mom, and our mom, we was chilling at our auntie's stairs. Well, we were sitting on her stairs this time in the same apartment complex. So we were sitting on those stairs. Our mom comes out. No, the security's like, okay, y'all need to go in the house. Some people filed a complaint saying you broke their property. Y'all need to go in the house. It's that time of the night. Go in the house. So we were like, okay, well, we didn't break anything. So what are you talking about? We didn't break anything. And then the security guard was like, oh, yeah, you didn't. Well, they said you did with the lights in the railing. We was like, oh, we don't know them. They don't like us. They don't like us. Lying through our teeth. They don't like us. They don't like us. We were just chilling, and he didn't like us from the jump, so he just blaming us. And as that's happening, you know how black mamas is. You already know how they is. So especially at that back in the day, and especially as apartment complex security, and it's that time of night. So our mom, she came out. She had on basketball shorts, her slides, a zip-up jacket, and her hair, and like she had her headband, and she had her back, she had her glasses on. She's like, get your asses in the house right now. And we were like, I was like, we ain't even do nothing. She was like, shut the fuck up. She was pissed. So she was like, get out. She was like, so tell me what happened. And we was like, I was, back then, I told her everything because I didn't want to get a whooping. So I was like, those neighbors, they never liked us. So when they moved in, we sat on their steps and we were being loud and we left. And then like the 2 days later, we came to sit back on their steps in the middle of the day. And then the husband just tripped out on us from the get. He didn't even like have no valid reason to trip on us. He just tripped out on us. And then from there, we didn't tell our mom that we broke the lights. We just said he blamed us for breaking the lights. So we were like, he blamed us for breaking his lights when we weren't even in that area at that time of night to break the lights. And then she was like, well, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it no more. You need to leave him alone and he'll leave y'all alone and stuff like that. We was like, all right, whatever. So it's, what built up to this? Okay, so at this point, we're just being ignorant at this point. We really are. At this point, you pretty much got me in trouble. You got my brother in trouble. We're just being ignorant. So at this point, we would literally sit there on the steps on purpose every day. We would like make time. We would be like, okay, we finna go sit on the steps. All right, come on, we finna go sit on the steps. That's how it was. We sat on the steps, and then he got to the point where he was like tired of us. So fast forward, like I want to say 2 weeks. This was like right after my dad got divorced with our mom. So he came to talk to me and stuff like that, see what I was. No, he came to so this before Christmas. So him and my mom went shopping for me and my brothers. They went shopping. They came back, and then I talked to him, and then he had left. And then the next day he had came back because I was going with him to go hang out with my dad's side of the family. So the next day he came back, and then he was like, I'm not gonna take you this weekend. We're gonna do it like in a couple of days. So I was like, all right, cool. I ain't tripping. And then that's when, this is when it happened. So we outside, and it's the office lady. She's just driving around. She came to talk to us because she was like, she saw us sitting on the same steps, and she was like, are you the boys that he complained about? And we were like, we lied again. No. Well, y'all need to get off his steps because he already voiced the complaint about you guys. And at this point, it's to the point where we're going to tell your parents, and then we're going to take it that way. And we were like, man, whatever, being rude to the front office lady. So she's like, she drives off. And then we move from the steps. And then we see him go into the office, and we're just like messing with him, taunting him, making him mad. And he goes back to the apartment to get his wife and kid, and then they're leaving, and we're walking back from the office, like on the sidewalk. So we're walking back, and I'm on the street. I'm like in the parking spot. Okay, hold on. I'm in the parking spot of like the street. So like, say you're coming this way from the entrance of the apartments. You're coming this way, and then you turn and park right here. I'm on the street, pretty much. I'm on that part. I'm right there. He sees me, looks me dead in my eyes. dead in my eyes. My eyes. And full blown swerves. Like he got to the point to where I jumped on the curb. Okay, I was a baby. I was boo-hooing like a bitch. But who wouldn't? You finna get hit by a car. Who wouldn't? So he swerved and he like full speed did it. So he swerved and this is like right when my dad left too. He was like at the gate. And then once that happened, my brother was like, hey, this dude just tried to hit Jalen. Come back. He just tried to hit Jalen. My dad said, what? Hold on. My daddy was, at this point, I'm going to claim him. At this point, he had a nice Cadillac, and that Cadillac was nice. He backed that Cadillac up, and it was so nice that you know it was him because the bass of the music he played, so you knew it was him. He backs up. Hold on, I skipped the whole part. Okay, hold on. So I run on the curb. I'm crying. That's when my brother calls my dad. And then the Mexican dude pulls off and is in a hurry. My friend, my brother's friend, and my friend Pierre is hitting their back window with a basketball. Like, that's the what you think. And then we just throwing. I'm not doing nothing because I'm crying. I'm in tears. So they throwing rocks. DeAndre on the phone. Then my dad backs up and follows him out the gate. I don't know what he did after that. I didn't care. I was like, I almost died. And it was really crazy. I almost died that day. Like, literally, my life flashed before my eyes. I was like, oh my God. And I'm literally just boo-hoo crying because he looked me dead in my eye and was like, oh, I'm finna get, that was like, his eyes was like, oh, I'm finna get you. You mess with me this whole time. You got me to the point where I'm moving out of this apartment complex. I'm finna get one of y'all niggas. So he looked, and then this is the Mexican at this point, a Mexican. So he turns his car and full blown tries and hits me. And I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna go out this way. No. And that's when my inner track star pulled the fuck in and I fucking bolted it on that curb. I was not finna do it. So then after that, yeah, my dad followed him out the gate or whatever. I went in the house. I was done for that day. And then after that, it was just pretty much telling that story over and over again. And then we didn't get the plates, but I don't know what happened after that. I really don't. Because I didn't ask, because I was too busy not even trying to think about that day. That was a horrible day for me. I didn't care about that day anymore. So that's that. And I think we didn't press charges because we didn't get the plate. And then by the time my dad like fully like was behind him, the Mexican had a fast car and my dad had his old school Cadillac. So by the time my dad got behind him to see the plate, he didn't pull it off and he was like, oh, I'm not gonna get caught. So we didn't get the plate. So yeah, that's the end of that. And then we told my mom. My mom was mad. She went to the front office. She was like, he tried to run over my kid. So pretty much I don't even think they left. They got evicted because on top of them being there, they weren't paying their, so we were there for a good couple of years. So we would get in trouble, like me and DeAndre, we would get in trouble, but we wouldn't get into the trouble of getting threatened to get evicted because that's how long we've been there. So we were one of them types of people. We were like there since it like started, like when it first was owned. So we weren't getting evicted or nothing like that. So my face is sweaty. So yeah, my mom went to the front office, tripped, and this is at the time where my granny, she worked at the front office, so she was the best. That too, so that's why we never got evicted because she worked at the front office. So my mama went to the front office, tripped on them. We found out they weren't paying their bills. They left the apartment disgusting and dirty. And it was just this was perfect timing because they were going to get evicted either that week or the next week. It was like they weren't escaping it. So they know they were finna get the boop. So that was that. But yeah, that's the story time of how I almost died and lost my life. Now, we knew that we were being ignorant, and we knew we knew that they knew that we broke their lights. We knew that. So we just didn't care. Back then, we didn't care. You couldn't tell us nothing. We didn't care. If we were right, you were wrong. So we just didn't care. So after that, we just literally, we wouldn't go to the level of making that mistake again to where we're getting on somebody's nerves or where they want to hit one of us with their car. But we didn't. We just stayed in our little bubble. We would literally go outside, either go hop the gate and go to the school and go in the park or go swimming. We would literally stay in our own little bubble. We weren't messing with nobody after that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this little story time video. I'm thinking about doing more of these because I have a lot of stuff up here. So I have a lot of story time. So pretty much if you want to hear more story times, just let me know down in the comment section. And just keep me updated. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and like and subscribe. I'm gonna give you a minute. Bam, did you do it? Don't lie to me. That hurts my feelings. I can't trust you. You could have liked it and subscribed right then and there. And I will see you guys. This video, okay, so since I filmed, today's Saturday. So yeah, it's only 9. It feels like it's later. But since it's only Saturday, this is going up next Wednesday, and then the following Wednesday, I gotta figure out what video to do. I don't know, I gotta figure it out. But, see you guys the following Wednesday, and follow me on my social medias. Instagram, Vic Vanity D. Facebook, Jalen Crendon. Twitter, Vic Vanay. So that's that's VANAY 17. So Vic Vanay 17. No, it's not capital. It's nothing like that. Snapchat is J Darnell 166. I said everything, right? Okay. And yeah, so that's all my socials. I'm gonna put it in the description like how I always do. But yeah. Yeah, peace.